started with AP homework.
That's okay. I want to have this meeting because there are a number of troubling issues facing our community right now. And I thought it would be productive for some of the community leaders to get together to discuss these issues and see if we can come up with some solutions.
I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Come on, let's try to be optimistic here, people.
Okay, well, I thought we could start with one of our community's most pressing concerns, the education of our children. The cost of tuition has really become prohibitive for a lot of families, and I think we may have to reevaluate the entire day school model.
What about charter schools? They seem to be the perfect way to save on cost while maintaining a Jewish environment.
Absolutely not. I will not compromise on my children's Torah education. Let's focus on scholarships and fundraising.
Listen, I don't see why day schools are so essential. When I was a kid, I went to public school and had Hebrew school on Sunday. What's wrong with that?
Really? Hebrew school? Oh my gosh. Come on, Sam, you're dating yourself. We live in a different world now.
Dating myself? I'm ahead of my time. I'm probably the only person in this room with a FaceTube account.
It's called Facebook.
Okay, let's try to stay focused here.
How do you people keep up with all this technology? My nephew has a blog that explains how to use all these contraptions. You should Google it. Can this blog find the shit off from your daughter?
Oh, this again? Actually, the shit-up crisis is a very real concern and it happens to be on the agenda for this meeting.
Why can't boys and girls just meet each other like when we were kids? Well, I could tell you that my son decided not to do any co-ed events since he got back from his year in Israel. Honestly, I think he's doing the right thing. Some people are modern Orthodox Machmir, and some people are modern Orthodox middle of the road.
All that diversity is a good thing as long as our children have good midot and a love for Torah.
But how can we ensure that?
We're living in a crazy world.
You know, it's like I once heard the Rav say. The Orthodox Jew looks upon himself as a stranger in a modern society, which is technically minded, self-centered, and self-loving, almost in a sickly narcissistic fashion, scoring honor upon honoring, piling up victory upon victory, reaching for the distant galaxies, and seeing in the here and now sensible world the only manifestation of being. What can a man of faith like myself, living by a doctrine which has no technical potential, by a law which cannot be tested in the laboratory, steadfast in his loyalty to an eschatological vision, whose fulfillment cannot be predicted with any degree of probability, let alone certainty, even by the most complex advanced mathematical calculations? What can such a man say to a functional utilitarian society which is circulum-oriented and whose particle reasons of the mind have long ago supplanted sensitive reasons of the heart?
Carla makes a great point. I think what our community needs is more dialogue, which is why things like the Championsgate Conference are so important.
Yeah.
What's
Championsgate? Huh? Please just tell me.
Oh, it's an amazing annual gathering of Orthodox community leaders from around the country organized by YU's Center for the Jewish Future, which attempts to confront and discuss the challenges facing the Jewish community at large.
I don't know about that. Half the conference last year was about Disney. A little juvenile, if you ask me. Come on, let's try to be optimistic here, people. I was talking